Did the Igbos miscalculate at some point in the history of Nigeria?
No. Well, as far as the war was concerned, it wasn't miscalculation. Although the war was not necessary, they shouldn't have gone to war. But they were provoked. Igbos had no choice but to go to the war. They had no choice other than to fight to defend it, to defend Igbo energy. I supported Ojukwu 1,000%. They were pushed to the wall. They had to fight. They had to create their own country by fire, by force.
Do you think there should be Biafra?
Of course. Of course. Of course. Why did I go and visit my Zegu's mother? Why did I go to the east for my honeymoon? Why did I go to Lagos or go to somewhere else to do my honeymoon after marriage?
You went to the house of Chinua Achebe?
I went to Chinua Achebe in Nsukka University. I spent a night there. I went to Mazi, the author, what's his name now? He was president of youth movement. He lived somewhere close to Enugu. You know, I went to see him. I spent a night there.
Will Biafra come?
It will come. I mean, Nigeria is going to break up. Nobody can do anything about it. Nobody.
Why are you so certain about it?
Because I know it will happen. No country operated the way Nigeria has been operated can survive.
You have no conscience. You have no conscience, and I don't get conscience. Conscience, profa. The German said, conscience, profa. Conscience, pull to my. Now, at times, when I see the people of Anioma and the Igbos of then Midwest region denying that they are not Igbo, do you know how annoying it is? Now, I want to shock you. That these people actually forgot that the real problem, the entire Igbo nation is actually facing today, and the hatred, suppression that we all are facing today, including me, the Ikwere man, was actually caused and emanated from that area. Of course, as at then, there was nothing like state or regional creation. In fact, there was nothing like Nigeria as at then. But then, there was an event that took place, which is a Kukumeku War. That Ekukumeku War was fought between the Igbos and the British government. The Igbos fought that war for several years. British soldiers died in their number. A lot of casualties from the side of the British government. The British government never liked the Igbos for that action because the Igbos resisted them so much that they were not allowed to penetrate Igbo land. That is where the Igbo man's problem emanated from. And thereafter, the British governments began to spread hatred, began to mastermind hatred and the suppression of Igbos that you're seeing today. Now, the second one was, of course, the infamous Igbo coup. A coup organized by the Yorubas was later framed an Igbo coup. One of those persons who participated in that coup was an Igbo man from Mbanam community in present-day Delta State. His name is Chukwuma Kaduna Nzogo. Today, you will be shocked that when you go to such communities, where the problem of the entire Igbo nation, where entire race was tagged and was made to be hated, you will see people from that same community claim that they are not Igbo. It will shock you. People who speak Igbo, people who practice Igbo culture, people whose custom and tradition, everything about them, including the food they eat, is Igbo, claim that they are not Igbo. These two major events came from Anioma, came from the then, or what you call the then Midwest region Igbos. The Igbo nation will not deny their own brothers. When we heard that Chukwuma Kaduna Nzogo was responsible and they have tagged him, we embraced it. We took it. We chested it and fought for it. For 3 years, the entire Igbo nation fought another war for 3 good years because of the problem a Delta State Igbo man from Akpanam caused on the Igbo nation. We fought 3 solid years And the casualties was more than millions. Over 3 million souls of Igbos, innocent Igbos, were killed because of this same Anioma Midwest Igbos of present-day Nigeria. And then, without conscience that these people fought for us, these people stood for us in the Kukumeku War, these same people stood for us in the Civil War, embraced what they never crimed, they never committed. They stood for us. In spite of all this, you still come today to say, I am not Igbo. When you speak Igbo, practice Igbo culture, tradition, custom, and you have the guts and the temerity with no conscience, and you say you are not an Igbo man. Then when you finish claiming that you are not an Igbo man, you still go back and commit crimes. An entire nation will still target Igbo man. And you come to tell the Igbo nation you are not an Igbo man. The one fools from Yoruba land who came to invade the Igbo territory of Idu will now be putting fire on your bottom. Tell them you are not Igbo so that you will get appointment. Tell them you are not Igbo so that you will be recuperated into the Nigerian system or whatever. Tell them you are not Igbo. You have oil pipeline contract surveillance. Tell them you are not Igbo. You become a king who will recognize you. And they are fooling you. But when you commit another crime, they all target Igbo. Thunder fire you there. Thunder fire all of you there. You have no conscience. You have no conscience. And I don't get conscience. Conscience, profile. The German said, conscience, profile. Conscience, pull to my.
We don't want to talk about this